So you're going to Tokyo in July. I hope you're getting excited for your trip. You're going to have a great time, but you got to be prepared for the weather. So in this video, we're going to talk about several things. The average high and low temperatures that you can expect in the month. We'll talk about the number of days of rain, and then we're going to go over some notable things to keep in mind for the month of July in Tokyo. Let's jump right into it and talk about the temperatures. It is a very hot and humid month in Tokyo in July. Those high temperatures range from the low 80s to the upper 80s throughout the month. Now, that might not sound too terrible, but there's a lot of humidity and it definitely adds a bite to the temperatures. The lows range from the low 70s to the mid 70s, but those nights are still going to be pretty humid out there. So probably don't need jackets, heavy jackets or anything like that, but a raincoat, not a bad idea. We're going to talk about the rain more in a bit. You can get heat warnings in the month of July because of that high heat and humidity. So keep that in mind. You're going to be doing a ton of walking out there, and you don't want to get exhausted in the heat in Tokyo. So as far as the rain goes, they're still kind of in that rainy season. In the month of June, we talked about the tsuyu rainy season that starts in June and it goes into July. Even though it starts to trail off at the end of July, you still get 10 to 12 days of rain on average in the month of July in Tokyo. And what's different about July, a little more so than June, you can get some heavy thunderstorms, strong, severe thunderstorms that can bring flooding, damaging wind, and stuff like that. So that's something you definitely want to keep in mind when it comes to those strong storms. The rain does kind of ease up toward the middle and end of the month in July in Tokyo, but still there is that chance for thunderstorms and that heat and the humidity that we want to keep in mind. Now, typhoon season starts in May, and it does start to pick up as we get going into June and July, but really the peak and what you really want to watch out for is getting into August and September. But it is something to kind of keep in mind, at least for the month of July. So the main takeaways for the month, we're talking those hot and humid temperatures. Some would describe it as blistering heat with that humidity. Kind of think Miami, if you've ever been there, similar type of weather in July. You do have that rain potential with those 10 to 12 days of rain, and there's a severe thunderstorm threat to keep in mind when it comes to Tokyo in July. Well, we're going to talk about the month of August next, and if you wanted to know what happened in June, you can always head back and watch the videos. I'm going to keep adding them. I'm meteorologist Ian Schwartz. If there's a city I need to cover or a month you want to know about, be sure to drop that in the comments. I hope you have a fantastic trip, take lots of pictures, and make lots of memories.